Hey guys, welcome to another Tuesday toy review, and this is the figure review of the Star Wars The Black Series number 16 Boushh figure. Yes, the famous bounty hunter from Star Wars, Boushh. He finally gets his own figure. I know this is a character who has had a rich history in Star Wars. It's just a really great figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box here. So we've got a picture of Boushh there with his helmet on. Very classic. Princess Leia. That's got to be a typo. It says Leia's in this box, but it's actually Boushh. I don't know. It's probably some kind of mistake or something they made on here. So anyway, you got there's another typo in the back. Huh. We got Boushh here talking to Bib Fortuna, and yeah, you got all the Disney stuff is right there, and Hasbro, all that stuff. So get that out of the way. So here we have Boushh, and he's looking pretty BA in his costume here. I'm going to go ahead and get some detail. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. We'll go into the accessories later. Yeah, Boushh has his helmet with all the advanced opticals that he had on there. You got this very nice bandolier which actually plugs in to the hip here to hold it in place. But yeah, just get some detail on that bandolier. Pretty nice. You got the armor parts right here. Just really nice. You got the spikes here on the hands, and I'm going to go ahead and take this off, but you got a little thermal detonator that goes into a peg right over here. We'll get into the details in a second. Got the little canisters on the back. This nice, very nice cloth cape. I usually don't like when they put cloth on some of these figures because it never really turns out well, but this is actually a really, really kind of thicker cloth, and it's just very nice. It's not tattered at all. I hope it stays this way. So we can see the detail around the skirt piece. And the skirt is really stiff. This is going to hinder you, but we'll get to that in a second. Got the nice, the fabric changes right around here. You get the boots, these little discs on the side. Never really see those. So yeah, Boushh is very, very awesome. I'm going to go ahead and bring in some other comparisons here. Here we go. We have Boba Fett. You got two bounty hunters standing next to each other. Pretty cool. And here's a Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing gear. Yeah, about the same height. Yeah, pretty tall figure. And we'll go ahead and look at some of the accessories here. So you got this Force Pike, which, you know, not a lot of detail here. Now the thing is, there was a Force Pike that came with the Leia in the slave outfit, and it was this one, and it was a really tiny one. I guess it was more for Leia to hold or something. But yeah, they're very similar. But, you know, they kind of took this back to a redesign, made it a lot bigger, and yeah. Also, like I said, you got this little thermal detonator which pegs in right over here. And this thing is small, but look at this, you got a nice little bit of silver around there. You got the little activator switch up here. And you can get Boushh to hold this in his hand. You got to kind of fit it into the thumb. I wonder if we can like fit the thumb piece kind of in there. Yeah, but you got to kind of put it between the thumb, and it'll stretch it out a little bit. But you're not really going to use this hand for anything else. And the helmet's a little loose. Wait a minute. Wait, what the? Oh my God! It's Princess Leia in disguise. This is unprecedented. No one could have seen this coming. That's amazing. Yeah, it just comes right off. Jeez, it's almost like she stole this. Oh, but anyway, wow. Okay, this is just shocking, I tell you. Well, I mean, since I got this figure over here, I might as well bring in the Slave Leia figure. Here's where things get a little confusing, because I think I said on my old review of this figure that it was a little small for Leia, and this is a really big change in scale. Now, comparison-wise, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Luke in his Return of the Jedi gear. It might be, maybe she's wearing like some elevator shoes or something to make herself appear taller in this costume, but yeah, she's really, really a different scale than the other Leia. I'm going to go ahead and bring in one of the tallest figures. You got Chewbacca here. Now, one cool thing you can do with Chewbacca here is this is the chain from the Slave Leia. You can kind of put that underneath his fur, and if you put her hand up high enough, she can actually grab onto that if you get her hand up high enough, like I didn't just do. There you go. So yeah, she can lead Chewbacca in to be, you know, tricked, well, to trick Jabba, which is pretty cool. So we'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. And yeah, I just really want to go back into this because you can interchange the heads. And this is pretty funny because I did this earlier today and I thought I'd share it with you guys. But yeah, the heads do pop off of these Black Series figures. So I like to just show how different the scale is. You can just kind of take this off, doing this off camera because... Okay, so here she is with the Leia head, and that is really out of scale. And we'll just go ahead and pop that off. And on the Slave Leia body... Hold on, I can make it worse. There we go. Now that's horrible. That is really bad. So we'll just go ahead and put this head right back on her. Oh, also the backpack does come off. It's just held on by a little peg there. Articulation wise, hope you all enjoyed it. I was just fooling around with you guys. Articulation wise, you got some nice ankle tilts here. And you've got the peg inside the foot. Double jointed knees, both sides. You've got a twist up here, and like I said, she does have these universal joints up here, but this is really a stiff plastic. You are not going to get anything out of this. I'm just letting you know right now. She does have an ab crunch, which is a little bit higher, but with the way the cloth forms, it's perfect for that. As far as the belt, I haven't seen anywhere on here that I can unpeg it. And I don't want to just willy-nilly pull this thing off. I think you can pretty much unpeg it and maybe like take it down, but I don't see where it would come apart to get this off of her. Oh wait, there it is right there. So you can remove it. It's right there. I'm not going to remove it, but just wanted to make sure I note where that was. I didn't even think about that. I had not tried to take the belt off. Normally I mess around with these guys fully, but I was like, oh yeah, that belt. And the helmet does fit very nice on her head. Now, honestly, it does seem a little out of scale, especially when you bring Han in. I think, I want to say that the Slave Leia is almost in scale, but this one's just a little bit too tall. And it might just be because this is part of the disguise, so I'm not going to harp too much on it. But it is a really great figure. I'm sorry I'm a little late on finding this, but I couldn't really find it. The Black Series distribution has been really horrible in Texas. And I found this guy at a swap meet conducted by my buddy Jedi Cole from the Jedi Cole universe. Check out his show when you get a chance. But yeah, really great. I'm glad I finally got this figure to fill it in. And I think it's a much better head sculpt than the other Princess Leia. I love this look on her face. It's very steely. It's very determined. Just a really good head sculpt. Just little strands of hair. It's a really good figure. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I'm Jason the X. This has been the figure review of the Black Series Leia Organa disguised as Boushh. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.